And the championship match in the 57 kilogram weight class features Todd Lupa of the London Amateur Wrestling Club in red and Don Collison of Sandwich Secondary School in the blue uniforms. Frank, what do you know about these two boys?
Well, I watched Collison. I know he's the OFSA champion. I watched him wrestle at the Riverdale tournament in Montreal on the weekend. He has a wicked leg ride when he gets a takedown. It's just dynamite there, and I understand that today Lupa beat OFSA champion and Canadian national champion Galvez from St. Jerome's High School. Well, so he's no slouch.
But we should be in for another good match here. And there's an attempted arm throw by Collison, and he comes out of it with a single point to get the first point of the match. And here's that leg ride you were talking about. Yep. Didn't take him long to put that in, Frank.
No, he's really brutal with it.
He knows that's his strength. And wouldn't you imagine Todd Lupa probably knows that's Collison's strength as well?
No doubt. You see Lupa tried to work with that underhook, and Collison hit him with a nice arm throw off the underhook. So it'll be interesting to see if Lupa goes back to it.
A lot of movement here. Good left leg single by Don Collison. Hit it just as Todd Lupa was stepping in. Pulled the head. He forced the step with the left foot, and he was moving to meet it as the foot came towards him. Okay, here's the ride. Trying to take him over for two. We saw this move earlier. A wrestler got it for about 10 points one match. Now, here's where the referee has to be careful. We don't want any excess pressure on that knee joint. Score 2-0 for Don Collison of Sandwich over Todd Lupa of London. And again, so far, Frank, it's been one-dimensional in terms of offense with the one wrestler, Don Collison. Yep. Now we're now looking at Don Collison appears to have a nosebleed, and that's Dave Beneteau, who wrestled for Sandwich Secondary School and went on to Simon Fraser, and we expect big things from Dave. And of course, the coach of the Sandwich Club is
Steve Chamko.
Steve Chamko, as you know, and he's also in the corner.
And I see Richard Deschatelet because he's interested in trying to pick up Luke Collison for his program at Brock.
Well, you mean Don Collison. I think Luke Collison is already there, is he not?
That's right.
That's Don's older brother. So coaches love to get the brother acts at the school because they just know when these guys go home on weekends or home for the summer, they're going to wrestle. An attempted throw there. It's a missed throw, but again, based on the new rule regarding missed throw, the wrestler who misses the throw stays down, but no points are awarded. So Todd Lupa now has an opportunity to tie this match up if he can turn Don Collison. But Don looks like he's being very tough on bottom, and indeed he's forced to stand up. We're back on our feet again. He likes that left leg single, Frank.
He does it well.
He sure does.
Well. We'll see what Lupa's got for defensive position here. He's
in a good spot there. He had his hips nice and low, but Collison showed us a little power there in picking that leg up. We're out of bounds, and they are going to award him the point. They assumed there was enough control for a single point.
Hurry up.
The score is now 3-0. For Don Collison of Sandwich Secondary over Todd Lupa of the London Wrestling Club.
Lupa looks like he's gone into some kind of throwing position, and Collison just has too much experience for him here.
Well, Collison is in a good position here to scoop a leg, Turk ride, and take him to his back. He's looking for it now with his heel.
Right.
And
nice work by Lupa to come back out.
He came out of it. Score is still 3-0. They haven't given him a point on this move yet, because as you can see, Todd Lupa's right arm was still around the leg, and he comes up. Good defense by Todd.
Good work by Todd Lupa. Young boy like that, and here he is with Collison on the throw, and Lupa comes out the back.
Yeah, and he refused to give up that single point. Frank, you need that tenacity, don't you?
That's good. That augurs well for his future, if not in this match, but in as he continues to develop. Minute 45, Lou, and it's 3-0 for Collison in blue.
So far, again, it's been a one-dimensional match. Don Collison, you can see why he's an all-Ontario champion, Frank. He's just controlling the match. He's controlling the arms. He's taking a Russian 2-on-1 now. He knows that he can work. Now, the referee kind of got in the way there for whatever reason.
Absolutely, that's obviously a point. Yeah, very clearly a point.
That could have been a point because the move did start in the mat. But of course, then we've got the boards over on this side, and there's a fine line there to whether the points or a potential injury. Of course, you always prevent the injury first.
Now, Lupa needs just a point here. It could really change the match around. A point and a quick tilt could tie it up.
Absolutely. Now, both wrestlers were in a position to do that move.
I'm impressed with Lupa, you know. This is great because most wrestlers would have given up on that duck under there. They would have given up 2 points.
Now, Lupa has been moving towards the end of the match a lot more. He has got to get aggressive, get in the middle of the mat, and one good takedown here could turn this match around.
He has to do it because there are only 51 seconds left, too.
Yeah, he's being tentative. He's waiting to see what Don Collison is going to do. And the wrestler stepped out of bounds again, back to the middle of the mat. Frank, the training that these young guys go through, Todd Lupa looks to me as if his heart rate hasn't gone up above 80.
No, I noticed that. And you know, both of them don't look like they're overly muscular. They exhibit very good body position and balance, and clearly good technical skills. Well,
we both know that you know, a heavy musculature isn't one of the more important ingredients for a good wrestler. It's that ability to move and the technical ability and the balance and a number of other things. Now, Todd Lupa attempting a go behind, and Don Collison says fine.
7 seconds, a 2-point tilt to tie it up.
He gave him the 1 point because he figured he could stave off any kind of a tilt on the bottom, and he did. Good strategy on the part of Don Collison. Final score 3-1. Good match by both of these wrestlers. I'm impressed with both of them.
Yeah, they've done a very, very good job. And I think Collison's obviously a little bit older than Lupa. And I think that we're going to see a lot of Lupa in the future.
Well, I still think if you took Lupa into a lab right now for tests, you'd be absolutely astounded.
This probably has a very low heart rate at this point.